everyone, it's April here, bringing you a bonus episode of Rescue and Recreate, the series where I take a TLC doll and basically turn her into a brand new one. This episode will be a little different in the fact that there isn't a wheel. This is a project that I've wanted to do for a while now, and I think I have finally found the perfect wig for it. So now I can make my Cat Lady American Girl doll. Our base doll for this project, I'm guessing used to be a Truly Me doll, but I'm not very sure. The wig is destroyed and barely hanging on, and to be honest, I'm not even sure it's the original wig. There are several marks on her, her nails have been colored on, she has been given arm tattoos, her foot has a name on it, as well as a bright pink stain. After thoroughly cleaning her and restringing her, the bright pink stain on the bottom of her foot was still there, so I did need to acne treat it. Surprisingly, her face paint is in good condition, and I'm planning to leave her face as is. It took a couple of days of acne treatment, but her foot is now looking much better. With her new wig on, we can now move on to her outfit and other accessories. I felt like my first task should be getting some cats for her. I went to Target.com to see what our generation cats were available. I found these gray cats on sale that even came with some extra goodies, so I bought 2 of them. She will be needing some food for her kitties, and I decided she should have both dry food and some canned food. For the canned food, I will be using this dowel rod. I'm going to cut it into approximately 1/2 inch pieces. To fix the rough edges after cutting, I will sand them down until they're smooth. Now they are ready to be painted. I'm using gray and metallic silver acrylic paint. While I'm waiting for them to dry, I went online to try to find some cat food can labels. I found this, which should work perfectly. The first print was a little big, but the second print was just about perfect. Once the cans were dry, I added Mod Podge to the side of the can. Then I placed the label on the can. My final step was to coat the outside with a thin layer of Mod Podge before letting it dry. And then ta-da! Faux canned cat food. I wasn't quite sure how to make the faux dry cat food bags. I thought about using paper to begin with, but I wanted them to be more durable and look decently realistic. Then I thought about the iron-on shirt decal transfer paper that I have. I figured I could print an image of a cat bag, iron it onto some fabric to make some decently realistic looking bags. So I googled a Meow Mix bag and got an image of both the front and back. I laid them out so that each image was approximately the same size and added some yellow to the background to make up for any gaps. I ironed them onto my material and sewed them, and then I stuffed each bag with leftover scrap material before sewing them closed. I felt like the cat food bags turned out pretty well, so I decided to make a couple bags of cat food treats as well. For her outfit, I'm thinking some house slippers, jeans, a turtleneck, and a cardigan. For the jeans, I will be using this Liberty Jane pattern, and I will be using this denim shirt for fabric. I will be using a Liberty Jane tank top pattern for my turtleneck, although I will be adding my own long sleeve pattern, as well as a strip of fabric for the turtleneck. For the cardigan, I'm using pretty much all the same pieces, except I don't need the strip of fabric for the turtleneck. From there, I'm also going to extend the back piece at a diagonal to create a longer front with a shorter back. And the pattern piece that goes in the front will actually be in the back on this one, so that means I will need to raise the neckline. For the house shoes, I used a sole that fell off another pair of shoes for my pattern. I will be using thin foam for the soles. I'm using a blue microfiber rag for the fabric. I cut the fabric I needed and sewed it in place on the foam. The final step was to glue the shoe sole to the bottom, covering up the edges of the fabric. While looking for jewelry for one of my other projects, I found this pendant, and I thought it would be perfect for my cat lady. I will need to put it on a chain, and I'm using one that I already had that I made from one of my old necklaces. I'm not sure what brand glasses these are as I got them used, but I like the shape and look for my cat lady. I want to add a beaded eyeglass chain, so I will be needing a hole in each earpiece. I'm going to do this by using a hot needle. Now that I have a hole in each earpiece, I can add my bead strand. I had this strand left over from my Yennefer project that I thought would work perfectly. While working on this project, I did come across what I thought would be the perfect tray for a litter box, so I decided to go ahead and make a litter box and kitty litter container. This is a mushroom tray. I am using packaging foam for the litter. I googled kitty litter boxes and created this template to make a box of kitty litter. I glued the template to some thin cardboard, I cut it out, and then I folded it. The final step was to tape it all together. And at this point in time, you might be thinking, well, she must be done now. But no, I decided I should also make a cat tree. So for this, I used sample flooring from Menards. I wrapped it in a microfiber rag. Then I screwed it to a short piece of dowel rod. And then I screwed a peanut lid on top of the dowel rod. I drilled a hole and tied a small yarn ball toy onto the lid. Then I made a circular pillow to go inside the lid. I wrapped the dowel rod in twine, and then ta-da! Cat tree! And with all of that finished, I believe she is finally ready. Here is her before and after. Did you enjoy this bonus episode of Rescue and Recreate? Let me know in the comments below. That's all I have for you today. If you liked that video and would like to see more like it, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I hope you have an adorable day.